All the Light We Cannot See, by Anthony Doerr. Narrated by Julie Teal. In August 1944, the historic walled city of Saint-Malo, the brightest jewel of the emerald coast of Brittany, France, was almost totally destroyed by fire. Of the 865 buildings within the walls, only 182 remained standing, and all were damaged to some degree. Philip Beck. It would not have been possible for us to take power or to use it in the ways we have without the radio. Joseph Goebbels. 0. 7th of August, 1944. Leaflets. At dusk, they pour from the sky. They blow across the ramparts, turn cartwheels over rooftops, flutter into the ravines between houses. Entire streets swirl with them, flashing white against the cobbles. Urgent message to the inhabitants of this town, they say. Depart immediately to open country. The tide climbs. The moon hangs small and yellow and gibbous. On the rooftops of beachfront hotels to the east, and in the gardens behind them, a half-dozen American artillery units drop incendiary rounds into the mouths of mortars. Bombers. They cross the Channel at midnight. There are 12, and they're named for songs. Stardust and Stormy Weather, and In the Mood, and Pistol-Packing Mama. The sea glides along far below, spattered with the countless chevrons of white caps. Soon enough, the navigators can discern the low moonlit lumps of islands ranged along the horizon. France. Intercoms crackle. Deliberately, almost lazily, the bombers shed altitude. Threads of red light ascend from the anti-air emplacements up and down the coast. Dark ruined ships appear, scuttled or destroyed, one with its bow shorn away, a second flickering as it burns. On an outermost island, panicked sheep run zigzagging between rocks. Inside each airplane, a bombardier peers through an aiming window and counts to 20. 4, 5, 6, 7. To the bombardiers, the walled city on its granite headland, drawing ever closer, looks like an unholy tooth, something black and dangerous. A final abscess to be lanced away. The Girl. In a corner of the city, inside a tall, narrow house, at number 4 Rue Vauberel, on the 6th and highest floor, a sightless 16-year-old, named Marie-Laure Leblanc, kneels over a low table covered entirely with a model. The model is a miniature of the city she kneels within, and contains scale replicas of the hundreds of houses and shops and hotels within its walls. There's the cathedral, with its perforated spire, and the bulky old Château de Saint-Malo, and row after row of seaside mansions studded with chimneys. A slender wooden jetty arcs out from a beach called the Plage de Molle. A delicate, reticulated atrium vaults over the seafood market. Minute benches, the smallest no larger than apple seeds, dot the tiny public squares. Marie-Laure runs her fingertips along the centimetre-wide parapet crowning the ramparts, drawing an uneven star shape around the entire model. She finds the opening atop the walls, where 4 ceremonial cannons point to sea. Bastion de la Hollande, she whispers, and her fingers walk down a little staircase. Rue des Caudières, Rue Jacques Cartier. In a corner of the room stand 2 galvanized buckets filled to the rim with water.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?